Okay, so you've got your 3D model, whatever it may be. You've modeled something based on your design choice. Okay, what we're going to do is take this and we're going to create a drawing, something similar to this with information about the final diagrams and outline for production. It's really pretty simple. You go down here to drawing and you say from design. And normally I would, depending on the size of your project, we're just going to leave it at A3. So everything else can stay the same. You hit OK. And it opens up the drawing function and it should have your product here. And the first thing you want to do is just check the size of it and go to the home view so you can kind of see that home view. And I played around with the ratio, the scale, and 1/2 scale was fine for putting here. I put this one down here. The only thing is you can change, obviously you can change the view. You're going to use some of these. And then you can change visible edges and shaded. And this one's going to be shaded because it is kind of a rendered version. If we had more time, we would go in way more depth about this. But I just put one here. Then I'm going to click, and there's a lot of buttons up here. You're only going to use a couple of them. One of them is this, base view. Click it. And again, now you've got another one you can put up. And this one I want to do from the top down. Again, I'm going to change it to 1/2 ratio. I'm going to click it, but instead of using the shaded, I'm going to use visible edges. Click OK, and it plays, and you can see kind of just the outlines of the shapes. Again, I'm going to go through this really quickly. The front angle, 1/2. I'm going to put that right. I'm going to put it right here. Hit OK. I'm going to do the front view too, which is that's the side view. You kind of have to mess around with it a bit. Top, right. Okay, that's the front view. So you kind of need one of each view. And you'll notice over here, you have like a drop-down menu with all the bodies for each of these views. So if on this first one, if I didn't want something to be showing on it, which I would turn off my sketches anyways, but all these bodies are here. So if I start turning these off, you can see it affects the actual drawing down here. I don't want to do that. But you might be looking at something and say, it's weird, it's showing something I don't want to show from the top down. You can go into and you can start turning off the bodies that you don't want, just in case, just to let you know if sometimes things appear that you don't want to show. So I've got 4 drawings and I've got 4 in the browser as well. I did want to kind of show the top shaded version here as well, just because it was kind of nice to see the top of that. I'm going to drop that here. And then the other buttons you're going to use are the dimensions tool. So if you just click on dimensions and you click on a straight edge, it'll automatically tell you how long it is, the distance. You can do this for lots of different parts. It'll also tell you angles if that's important. So if I get in really close, click dimensions, I say, what is the angle between this and that? Let me back up a little bit. Dimensions, get in close. To get in close sometimes for these small parts. This is 25 centimeters. So just to show the different, if it's important to show that the angle, because you have some circular parts, if you click, press escape to get out, click, click. Oh, it's telling me that that's 5. Let me back that up. So if I wanted to, okay. If one of the things I wanted to show is the distance, the table's thickness. So it's this other one besides the dimensions. I click on one point, click on another point, and then I just come over here. I might need to put it And it allows you to kind of click where you want to put things, okay? The other buttons you're going to use are the text tool. So you can label things like top view. And these are all, you can extend them out or move them around. You'll also use the text tool to kind of like allow information. You could say stuff like fin legs. If you click and drag, it actually lets you create the box itself. So fin charger. And then there's one other one, so besides dimension really, and then this dimensions based on 2 points. And the text, there's the leader, which if you wanted to point, this would probably be better. Click on the leader, click on something, and then write fin charger in this case. That's what it is. So pointing to things. The other thing you need to kind of talk about maybe is some materials. Just make a short list of materials and production outline. And so you could put a few things here. Tell me how you would make this. And again, you just use the drawing function to kind of put most of the dimensions on there, and then some of that other materials. Again, look at the slideshow for more details on things that you need to put in. But you should be able to get through a little bit of this at least if you're ready to go with your Fusion 360. Thank you. Oh no!